really want to talk about, and I'm probably going to talk about it on, I'm definitely going to talk about it on the podcast. But it's kind of, this right here is just a way for me to get my thoughts clear and have it recorded, and then y'all can give feedback if y'all want to. Is it possible that let me start. Let me figure out how I'm gonna start it. Is it possible that, well, I'll tell you how it started. I was going through Facebook, and in my town there's some stuff that's been going on and things like that. So there's a lot of young people that's doing stuff or whatever. Right? But I seen a post on Facebook, and it kind of made me think about something. It was OG. Alright. Me growing up, my OGs mainly was family. So the people I looked up to was family members. I think that's the way it should be given your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm seeing now is the people that's looking up, or the people that's getting looked up to, the people that's getting looked up to is just random people that's around. Now I know they say it takes a village to raise a child, and your village consists of different individuals that's in your community that you're gonna basically be around. People that you be around as a child contributes to your upbringing, whether you realize it or not. Those people, like whether you got dropped off at the babysitters and the babysitter got a boyfriend, or the babysitter, they got kids that's influences, like all of that contributes to your upbringing. So long story short, when it comes to what we call OGs, or people that we look up to or whatever, when that OG decides to change their life around and go straight, I think it throws off the balance of what society is. Because I think it got to be a level, it has to be a level balance of good and bad. So if your OG is a bad person in the street, but you look up to them, when they change their life around, it throws off the balance. It's almost as if you have no, if you're the OG, it's almost as if you have no right to change your life around, because who are you leaving your spot to? Your spot got to get filled. If you didn't groom the person that's going to fill your spot as an OG, whoever steps into that spot is just doing their own thing. And when they become the OG or the new OG, they're not prepared because they wasn't groomed by the prior OG. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the way it came to me. You know what I'm saying? As far as where my mind processed it. And I think that's where all the problems is. And it's crazy for us to not want to change our life and be better people. But us changing our life to be better people, you got to make sure that your spot that you just left is okay for the next person to step in, and they're mentally stable enough to handle that spot. Because everybody ain't supposed to be OGs. Just like they say, everybody can't be chiefs. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some Indians. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to anybody, but that's just the whole saying. But I think that that's one thing that's throwing off the balance of everything. Because now you're looking at your OGs now is 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old. When I was coming up, like we had OGs that was late 20s, mid 30s. You know what I'm saying? And really thinking back on it, why the hell was we around them? Why was we around, especially if it was something negative, why was we around them being influenced? That's a conversation in itself. But anyway, the ones that I came up around, like I said, most of mine was family, but the people that wasn't family, they were people that still had your best interests at hand. now I don't think it's nobody having the kids' best interest at hand. It's more of everybody's moving on selfish time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have the right to be selfish, but you got to understand that you're influencing somebody who has a undeveloped brain. And if their brain is not developed and able to understand, just it's something as simple as man, if I ain't got it, I'm gonna go take it. That's a simple saying that can be said to a 40-year-old, and it's gonna be understood differently than if you say it to a 12-year-old. If you say it to a 12-year-old, that 12-year-old is gonna process what you just said and think to themselves, yeah, if I ain't got it, I'm gonna go take it. So that means I'm gonna go steal. I'm gonna go break into people's house. I'm gonna go break into cars. You say that to a 40-year-old, that 40-year-old, okay, I gotta make a way in order to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing, it's not gonna be flipped into something negative because they understand what you're saying when you say that. Like it's crazy. Like it's really in-depth thinking, and maybe I'm overthinking. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just say, like, that's the way it came to me, you know what I'm saying, as far as the way I processed it. Like I say, if y'all got any input, please feel free to let me know. And I will talk about this on the podcast, but I just feel like that's one thing that's going on in our community as far as just not even with black, I'm talking about with young people in general. You know what I'm saying? The people that they're looking up to is not the right people to be looking up to. So when that person they're looking up to step out the way or something happens, that man, that's a child, feel that they need to step up to play. But they never really was showed how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got friends now. The older you get, the farther away from the community, not the farther away from the community, but the older you get, because I look at it as every 4 years. Okay, when you're a senior in high school, the people in ninth grade knows you. When you're the fourth year in college, the people in high school, the ninth grader in high school, they may have heard of you, but they truly don't know you. When you've been out of college for 4 years, so now you're hitting on 12 years. Those new ninth graders don't know who you are. So if you was somebody in the street, they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Unless they had a family member or something to tell them how you was or whatever. But that respect level for who you were is gone. So the only thing they look at you as is just another old person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, they don't truly see you as what you see yourself as or what you used to be. So I don't know. Like I say, it's real in depth. You just have to process it, I guess. But like I told y'all, my mind gives me certain things, and it comes to me in a visual to where I can easily break it down to people if I need to say it. But that's just some thoughts that I had as far as what's going on with the kids in the community and how things is going, period. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in. That's just something I wanted to get off my mind. Oh, and make sure y'all tune in to the podcast. We just dropped a new episode. It's our New Year's resolution episode. We got more coming. Like we working diligently. We're working on stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna try to keep y'all up to date. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Cause I know for some of y'all that means watch, listen, and judge. But like, comment, and subscribe, and then you can judge. I appreciate y'all. Peace.